Hello everyone. Today I'll help you with the format of a formal letter, and then once the formal letter is over, then of course I'll help you with the informal letter. Now see, the first thing that you write in your formal letter is your address. Now please understand there are certain points that you need to remember while writing your address. First of all, you have to remember that the address should come in either 2 lines or 3 lines, not more than that. First of all. Secondly, we don't want your exact address, so you don't have to write about the landmarks or the lane numbers. You just have to give your house number, the locality, and the city. So you don't have to, write too much about your address, and it has to come in maximum of 3 lines, not more than that. Regarding the punctuation marks, there is no marking for that, so you don't have to worry about it. You can either, if you want, you can put comma and full stop. If you do not want it, no problem. There is no marking for that. So this is how you'll be writing your address in the formal letter. Then you leave a line, and the next thing that comes is your date. Date is again very important. You have to make sure that the format of the date is correct. If there is any problem with the format of the date, then you lose half marks. For example, to see here, suppose today is 27th, we'll write 27th July and 2020. So this is the format of your dates. Please understand this comma is very important. You cannot miss this comma. J has to be capital. T, okay, now this TH part has to join, has to be on the line. You cannot just hang it in the air. So 27th July 2020. In letter writing, please avoid experimenting with the date. Don't change the date if not necessary. Is that clear? And please don't change the year and the month. Avoid doing that. It should be same. In case if you don't know the spelling of the months, please learn them nicely. Right? So I'll write it here so that you can see. It is 27th July 2020. This is the format of your date. This is how you will be writing your date. After the date, you have to leave a line again, and then you write the person's address to whom you are writing the letter to. For example, you are writing the letter to the editor of the Times of India. So how you can write it? The editor. You don't have to write to. Is that clear? Some people, they were in the habit of writing to and then there is no to now. The editor. So we will write it directly to editor. E has to be capital. In editor, E has to be capital. Then comes the Times of India, New Delhi. Right? New Delhi. So you don't have to, please understand, the editor Times of India, New Delhi. You don't have to get the lane number or the complete address of the newspaper people. You can just imagine, right? If you're writing a letter to the editor of the paper, you can even write Dehradun here. That's not an issue. Please understand, this is how you'll be writing the address. And please, again, regarding the punctuation marks, you don't have to worry about it. There's no marks for it, so if you want, you can put it. If you do not want, you can remove it. But this comma is very important in the date. Please understand, this one I have written it here. Very important. Right? So let's continue then. You've written your address, you've left a line, you've written date, leave a line, you've written the address of the person who will receive the letter. After that, again you leave a line. Is that clear? You leave a line, and then what do you write? you write salutation. For example, I'll write it here. Dear sir or madam and comma. Now this is the second punctuation mark which is very important. See, dear sir or madam. So this madam part, this comma is very important. You know, okay, there's no more madam, ma'am accepted. So make sure that you have to write madam in your letter, not ma'am. Avoid it. Right? Just write madam or sir. And this comma is very important. After that, of course, we'll start with a letter. The opening line, first para. First para of your letter is always rephrasing. So you have to rephrase the question. Second para, of course, you'll talk about the problems. And then third para is always related to your solutions that you feel are correct or that you feel like giving to the editor. Right? Now, after completing these 3 paras in your letter, the last thing that you do is, for example, you completed your letter. Maybe this is the first para, maybe second and third para. We need 3 paras, please understand. Right? They're very important. You leave a line again. Oh, you write here, thanking you. Right? You leave a line again and you write yours faithfully. Please, it has to be in lines. Make sure Y is capital. Yours faithfully. Comma. This comma is again very important. F for faithfully has to be small and Y for yours has to be capital. Yours faithfully. Now understand, this is a formal letter. So you just cannot write your first name and finish it. No, you'll have to write your full name. For example, maybe your name is Sumit Verma. So you have to make sure that you write your complete name. Please, you don't have to put your signature or you don't have to write the shortcut of your name. You have to write a proper name. So this is how you'll be writing your formal letter. Please understand it again. I'll repeat it. This is the address. This is your address. It should be in 3 lines, right? There is no problem with the punctuation marks, but this part has to be correct. Leave a line, then you write date. Now date again, I've given you the format, it is 27. TH has to be on line, not hanging in the air. July, J has to be capital. Comma is very important. 2020 year has to be same. In the boards, you just cannot change the year. You leave a line again, come to this part. The receiver's address, the editor, Times of India, New Delhi. Understand, you don't have to write the lane number, the house number, the building number, nothing. Nothing. For example, if you're writing a letter to your principal, you just have to write the principal, St. Jude School, Dehradun. Please don't write Majra, Canal Road, this and that. No. Again, both the addresses should be in 3 lines. Please look at the format once again, carefully. You just cannot change the format. After that, you leave a line again and you write, Dear Sir or Madam. This is your salutation. Right? In case if you know that you're writing to your principal and she's female, then you can directly write Dear Madam. Right? You don't have to mention Sir there. But for example, if you're writing it to the editor, you don't know whether the person is a male or a female, then of course you can write Dear Sir or Madam plus, very important, your comma. So this is the first comma that you have to keep in mind. This is the second one. And here comes your third comma. Very important. Now once your letter is finished, understand the letter has to be in 3 paragraphs. First para is your rephrasing of the question. Second para is of course where you mention the problem. Suppose you're writing a letter about maybe the electricity problem in your locality. So you can write, okay, the electricity is not regular. Sometimes, we get high voltage and it affects our electronics at home. Sometimes there's no voltage, you can mention at least 3 problems. And then, of course, you have to mention 3 solutions in the last para. That is very important. Then you write, thanking you, leave a line, yours faithfully. Now, Y has to be capital for yours, F has to be small, comma is very important. Then comes your complete name, for example, Sumit Varma. You will not be following or writing any shortcuts here. It has to be full name, right? So that is it now. Thank you. That's the format of your formal letter.